Hey, what's up, guys? I'm still kind of speechless. We just won the 2017 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Championship. It's ridiculously unbelievable. I'm so proud, so thankful, and proud of my team. Thank you all for the support over the years, especially this year, and I hope you enjoyed the race tonight. It sure was a nail-biter.
Thank you to everybody that supported our foundation and Sherry Strong and everything we're doing to help cancer patients, ovarian and pediatric. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting us. It's been an awesome year.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey guys, my buddy Martin Truex Jr and his foundation are holding a sweepstakes for women and children battling cancer.
For a $25 donation, you can go to our website and enter to win a brand new 2018 Toyota Tundra and a Bass Tracker Heritage boat. So click on the link to enter.
Enter now.
Hi, my name's Sherry, and I'm a sugaraholic. I've been clean and sober for 17 hours. At the worst of my sugar addiction, I was twice my size. Not 10'4", I haven't had a massive height reduction, in case you were wondering. I used to start off the morning with half a liter of Sara Lee Ultra Chocolate ice cream. I know some of you are thinking, how did you stop at half a liter? Yeah, Strong is my last name, not my nature, I can tell you. So sugar was, in many ways, it was my best friend and my worst enemy. And the weight wasn't the worst part of my life, that weight. It was the weight on my shoulders and my heart and in my body, and waking up with no energy after sometimes 10 hours of sleep, sickness and pain in my body, migraine headaches, and not feeling like I wanted to live. I was so depressed, I really did contemplate taking my life. And that all changed when I got off of sugar. And it's one of the things that makes a difference in our lives as far as health and wellness and nutrition. Sugar really is kind of the linchpin of what I call the lethal recipe. And the lethal recipe is how we are actually refining our foods into drugs. And we know now that sugar is just like a drug. In fact, it lights up the brain's dopamine receptors 8 times more than cocaine. And it's responsible for over 146 diseases and conditions, including heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and cancer. It's a linchpin in all of those conditions. And Alzheimer's. They're calling Alzheimer's diabetes of the brain. So the sugar that we're having, even 30 years before Alzheimer's symptoms are picked up, can actually be germinating in your brain. So when it comes to actually making those changes, what happened for me is I made a decision, definitely, to start to look at my relationship with food, because I actually dieted my way to twice my size. Sounds counterintuitive, but diets have a 95% failure rate. And I couldn't figure out why every time I went on a diet, I went up a dress size. Until I started to understand what I was actually doing with food and my relationship with food. So I found out that I was eating drugs, and I was an addict, like a drug addict. And when I started to actually deal with how do we deal with drug addicts, telling someone who's obese to just go on a diet or stop eating in a certain way is like going down to the downtown east side and saying, hey guys, stop taking drugs, here's an apple. It's a way more complex situation than that. And so I did a little bit of preparation for Man Talks. I was thinking I often speak to women, and I speak from a woman's perspective, obviously. But I'll do a little bit of research. So I thought I'll get into the man mindset a little bit. So I used Andy, who's my videographer, his man pen. He has this fantastic man pen. It's got like a level in it, and it's got measurements and a little toolkit inside, and it writes beautifully well. And then I thought, well, that's not enough. So I decided to watch Joe Rogan podcasts. So I watched like about 11 Joe Rogan podcasts, and I thought, I'm really getting the mindset of a man. Yeah. And then I stopped shaving, like for a week. Yeah. I thought, I'm starting to feel it. And then I thought, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out into the woods and make a fire. So I went out into the woods.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kate Media, and thank you for watching. News reaching our table, it has been confirmed that philanthropist and former long-term partner of NASCAR, Martin Truex Jr, Sherry Pollex, has died at the age of 44 years. It has been confirmed that Sherry Pollex has died after a long-term battle with a severe sickness that she has been facing for quite some time. Pollex was known for her research, advocacy, and fundraising efforts, and in 2007 she started the Martin Truex Jr Foundation, whose Truex has the charity for children in need and everyone who needed help around the world. After Pollex's diagnosis, the foundation shifted focus to underfunding as an initiative to childhood and everyone who needed help, and also had to undergo a severe illness which needed a lot of cost. This foundation could reach out for everyone. The foundation held its annual Catwalk for a cause event on September 13, days before Pollex's death, and in 2016 she created another strong foundation known as Very Strong Organization to help women understand early detection and treatment to rare sicknesses. NASCAR friends and fellow drivers plus the fans have come up on social media to send their condolences to the family of Sherry Pollex. Dale Earnhardt had this one to say: "She was such a fighter, inspiring in how she went about her own challenges, but also how she learned to live every day to its fullest. And were lucky to have known her and call her a friend. Rest in peace, Sherry Pollex." NASCAR also went on their social media and also had this to say: "Sherry Pollex has died at the age of 44 after courageous battle with sickness. Rest in peace." And here on this channel, we also send our condolences to the family of Sherry Pollex. We pray that God gives you courage and strength in this trying moment you are going through. If you're not this channel, please consider subscribing and commenting, and thank you for listening.